Welcome back to A Level of True Crime. We've went ahead, switched over to our beautiful families. So I do have the members section set up so that the members can post their questions right away. And we'll get a couple of those, and then we're going to move into our entire family and see what everybody has for a question. Remember, I can't always answer all the questions that you ask. Now, I will tell you, disclaimer, my energy is off today. And even my read isn't giving me my normal answers real readily. The energies in the astrology is off too a little bit. And in that, I often wonder if, like, sometimes we're not meant to know all the answers right when we expect them. So I have to respect that. I want to know all the answers right now, but I can't always know that. So with that, let's go ahead, see what we have. Carla Burgeon has the first question. Her question is, what is the damage on Nolan's back of his head? The back of his head, right? What is that damage? Let's see if we get any luck today. Now, I don't promise anything, but we'll do our best. I can already tell you, I didn't get the answers I was seeking this last time like I usually do. So let's see here. What is that damage or that redness? Okay, it's telling me something is being overlooked or ignored, something that is being overlooked. We have the Star card, it needs attention. And then we have this King of Pentacles, which is long term, something that happened for a length of time. Or it could mean another energy wanted attention. But it's telling me that something got overlooked and it needs to be looked at more because this is no attention. This is getting attention and this is long-term attention. So what does this mean about this mark on Nolan's neck? Is that an actual injury while he was alive? We have the Hermit again, like I'm getting stonewalled. You know what I'm saying? This is saying intuition, follow your gut. This is also Virgo energy, and it's a 9. I'm guessing that there should be more attention put on that wound because it's got the Star card, which is all about getting attention, about, the star of the show, right? There it is, the High Priestess and the Emperor. It's almost as if I'm being told right now isn't the time to reveal this. Like I said, there's the Emperor, there's the High Priestess again in this reading. And this can be a secret. This is something where it's not being shared by the authorities, not being shared by whatever authority, but it's a time to discern for yourself. What do you feel? Intuition. What is your gut? My gut is there's more to it because the neck is missing. But that is the answer I have, my love, even though it's not a direct yes or no. That is the answer that we got. I can only do my very, very best, right? All right, let's get the deck cleared. Come back up to top side. We'll get another question for you. All right, Jennyville's next question. Was Tristan involved in the demise of Nolan allegedly? Was Tristan Shepard allegedly involved in an incident? It's all alleged. Is Tristan involved allegedly in Nolan Wells's demise? This would suggest that it's highly possible. We have that just from our other read where I said protecting how far you've come. Somebody feels very protective of something. The Justice card, which is balancing something out. Justice is in the eye of the beholder, like beauty. Revenge can be justice to someone. So this is somebody wanting to balance something out and protect what they have. Did Tristan do anything to Nolan? A nightmare you can't wake up from. We have the King of Swords with victory after a battle, right? Six of Wands. And then death. I can't say yes or no, but I can say that Tristan was protecting something. And you do hear about how he was in a fight protecting his girls. So that kind of gets me when you're asking, is he involved with this with Nolan, that Nolan passes? Well, I've got this protecting how far I've come, this protection, balancing something out, but it turned out to be a nightmare and somebody didn't wake up. Like somebody lost consciousness and they didn't wake up, because you can't wake up when you get this from the nightmare. So Nine of Swords is something that's happening horrible, whether you're asleep or awake. It just doesn't work, but it's often referred to as not waking up, right? King of Swords, law, victory to the Ten of Swords, drinking, a plan, an offer, and an illusion in a boat about planting and laying someone down on the ground if you want, because this is putting your burdens down and stuck and abandoning. I told you, Archangel Michael's saying it had to do with somebody that's very intimate. Ace of Swords, yes. There was a little bit more like we normally get in a reading where it makes sense, but it's still difficult. This is not easy reading when we're in this. Lisbon, hello, lovely. I put out a TikTok because one thing I don't see anyone talking about is the fact that the captain said, quote, everyone on board as a captain, I would have reported that way because you're responsible for everyone you leave shore with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Question, did Nolan go to Horn Island on February 2nd? Did Nolan go to Horn Island February 2nd? We have people seeing him on the 4th. Okay, we have the cheer. Yes. Female energy. I'm not sure I'm understanding the question, but I have a yes with a female energy. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm not understanding and I don't want to misinterpret the answer when I don't understand the question. JG George, question. Was there foul play in Nolan's death? Thank you, JG George. Excellent question. Was there foul play in Nolan's death, allegedly? Hey, Jantha. Was there foul play? Anything else? Okay. So I've got 3 major arcanas, and then I've got the something repetitive. So we're asking if there's foul play, but we're getting this hanged man, which often is looking at something with a different view through different perspective. We have the Fool, which is a leap of faith, doing something without thought. And then we have Karma, a repetitive. These are 2 repetitive cards, something that's happened again and again and again. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is referring to. So let's see if we can get it. What is this Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Pentacles? What is this repetition? Ace of Pentacles. It's tangible. I can tell you that. It's something you hold on to. You can touch it because these are all pentacles. And that's something in the material world you can touch. Wheel. We have law. We have the truth, down to business, analytical dude here. Why are the cards falling in my lap? Cutting something out. And then right to the Emperor. And then I betcha. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if it's foul play. I'm not getting a straight answer today, but I am seeing this female and the phallic symbol. And we have somebody witnessing it that wants that shut down. So a decision is made, and then this happens. 10 swords in the back, total betrayal. And it's bad, toxic. Like I said, somebody can't wake up. There's communication, and somebody is confused or unconscious. And so they have to come up with a plan. I wish I had the answers for you guys. I'm not getting them today. That's all I've got. We'll take another question. I don't know if I'll get any further. Today is just an off day for me, as you see. Not normal, right? Jan Buck, hello, lovely question. Has the family had Nolan's phone? Did they wipe the evidence from the phone? Well, I'll take one of them. Do you want, I mean, what question? The family did have Nolan's phone, yes. Did they wipe evidence from the phone? Are you talking about the family? Or are you talking? I'll come back to you if you want to reword that, make it a little clearer for me. Angie is asking, did Nolan go to Horn Island on July 4th, 2026? We have a photograph of him on there, but we'll go ahead and ask. Did Nolan go to Horn Island on July 4th? Did Nolan go to Horn Island on the 4th of July? We have swift action with the Knight of Swords. With Page, a messenger, bringing something tangible. Okay, hold on, you guys. And that repetitiveness. What is this? What is something that's continuing to happen again and again and again in this friend group? Did no one? Death. This is very stuck, stagnant energy. I can't even tell you if no one went there on the 4th. This is wild. Empress, yes. And he met a female. So we're getting a little bit. The veil is like really foggy right now, y'all. Yeah, I've got a definite yes. He went there on the 4th and he met a female. That's all I can tell you on that. We're getting limited answers, unlike most of the times when it's real clear. I'm not getting real clear answers. So I can only give you what I'm given, right? Well, and maybe I am being blocked, but I do think that we're under a foggy time too. Lisbon, OMG, Nikki, am I okay on this timelessness? I don't know what you're talking about, love. Sorry, and I didn't mean to click on you. Jules, could no one have hit his head on the bottom of the boat? All right. Did no one hit his head on the bottom of the boat? Did no one hit his head on the bottom of the boat? We have something that didn't mix right. Temperance, Archangel Michael, Sagittarius energy. And then it goes right to the death. Betrayal, like leaving him on the sand. Something didn't go right, and then no one dies. That's what I'm getting today for a reading. Come on. Show me what is this that didn't go right, please. Feminine energy. Pentacles. And the divine counterpart. It's a relationship that wasn't going right. There's a witness to this meeting. And it's like 3 people. And they're 3, right? It's over 3 people. Look at this. 3 over a female. stop the read for a minute. I'm going to ask a very specific question. I'm going to pray that we get the answer to this. Jesus, help me through this reading. I'm not understanding these answers, but I'm fixing to ask the main question. Preston's the only one I know of that had any beef about his own female. He came out and said it himself that some stranger got in his face about his female, his girlfriend. I'm getting that there's a fight about a female all around Nolan before he dies. Was Tristan's beef over his girlfriend with Nolan? Allegedly? The lovers, there it is. Boom! The lovers. This is what I'm talking about. Regardless of what the news says, regardless of what everybody's saying, for me, this is showing me personally, whether you choose to believe it or not, that's your choice. You discern, you make your own decisions. For me, this is telling me that this spat that Tristan had was not with a stranger, allegedly, that it was with somebody he knew, right? He wanted to be victorious over this. Victory. Riding his high horse. This is definitely over. Yeah, this has been a long-term relationship with Tracy and his girlfriend. Long-term, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. These are a couple. These lovers. Somebody got jealous. A decision was made. I'm on the right track. There it is, Ace of Swords. Because there's an offer made that set everybody off. We have this magician, an illusion, a message that led to death because somebody wanted this cut out because that was their family, their person. Ace, phallic. It led to somebody being unconscious, maybe because they had been drinking, and it ended the cycle, closed it down the world because of these lovers. And so a plan had to be devised of defense that left them all in their head. What have we done? Oh my gosh. The moon, the shade. It just keeps coming back to that. All right, you guys. Sorry, I had to get. I do need rest. You are so right, Lisbon. I'm frustrated with this case, but I'm also frustrated with the energies lately too. Okay. Are there any questions that you guys want me to try? I'm not guaranteeing anything, like a crime of passion, right? Where you didn't mean for someone to die, but they do, right? Question, do Nolan's friends torture him in some way, allegedly? I hate these kind of questions, but I'll ask it. Did Nolan's friends torture him allegedly? I hate that kind of question because it just creeps me out. And why would they? There was abandonment. That's what they did. They abandoned. Five of Pentacles, orphaned, homeless, left for dead, right? Because of this whole thing. Somebody got over in their feels, got defensive, and left him. Plan. The lovers. It's always the same read with Nolan. Yet nobody's talking about it in the mainstream. When Traced, I'm going off. I'm sorry, I'm not answering every one of your questions. I've got to find this out. When Tristan and had that fight with that stranger, right? That stranger. Was that Nolan? Page of Pentacle, messenger. And then they're dead. Cutting it out to the death. I kid you not. Same story. Oh my golly. All right. Let's take a question here. JG George, how you doing, lovely? You got a question for us? Is the judge involved directly with what happened to Nolan? Oh, hold on, y'all. We have a card up. Thank you, Mystery Diva. We have the Emperor. That's the judge, maybe. We have the police. And we have Toxic. Wheel of Fortune. This is, look, work, confusion, defending oneself about a boat trip, shady shit, a fight happened. It was all staged. They made a plan to cover up the betrayal. Ace of Wands, it led to the death. Ace of Cups, they took a self-cup of love because this that was supposed to happen, a fated event, cannot happen now because of that death. Close this cycle down. So this is going to tell me that the judge is working with the police, but it's not that good. It's looking like there's some control there, right? The judge is topping the police. And then the devil, this is karmic. In other words, there's past relationship. And so therefore with work, there's control here. This is hard control, restrictions. And that's what's happening. That judge is working after the passing of Nolan, not showing me before, but after. I have a hummingbird just outside my window. Thank you, Jesus, for showing me that. Yeah. The magician, the star to confusion. An illusion to get attention in a different way and cause confusion is what that judge is working on, is to cause confusion for some reason. So somebody's being protected here, allegedly. Okay, my lovelies. Let's see. Anybody else have? We'll take one more question before we're done. If you guys have any more questions. Lisbon. Was Nolan on the boat during the emergency? Was Nolan on the boat during the emergency? Okay, I can't pick the card up. It's a secret. High Priestess. Was Nolan on the boat? Please tell us. With the emergency? Abandoned. No. The decision. Liar, cheater, thievers, or took swift action over a female. And that's the truth. And regret is that relationship had been a little bit longer and they wanted victory. So, yeah, it's a stinky offer. It shows me it's a fight to the death, right to judgment. All right. I'm going to lay it on the line right now. I don't do this very often, but I am very hot over this. And I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Why do these boys leave at 4:30 on the nose, right? So I'm going to throw it on the table right there for you. Here's the thing that I think happened. I've never done this before in a reading after all these years. I want to understand this answer. This is all alleged, spaghetti at the wall, but did Tristan and Nolan have a fight that resulted in Nolan being abandoned? We'll go with that because that's what the cards say. Because he got unconscious, this fight caused damage to Nolan, and therefore they skedaddled out of there so that they could not be caught for the crime. You feel me? I know that was a lot, and I know it's like whatever, but I want to know. Angel says, yeah. Archangel Michael, Sagittarius, over a female. Can't even make it up. Here's what happened. Here's the story. There was swift action over the female. They abandoned Nolan and left him. And it's regretful, but there was spilled cups. Was the spilled cups of Nolan being harmed? The Chariot. That's a firm yes. There was an exchange about this group. Okay, I'm understanding things so much clearer now. The magician under it, yeah. Could that be why they took off so fast at 4:30 in the afternoon? They after they've had so much fun of drinking and all that, all of a sudden they're like, "We are out of here. It's 4:30 on the dot. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here." Or did an altercation happen with Nolan and Tristan over a female, and instead of it being a stranger, is that Tristan screaming, "Get the off this boat," to Nolan? And did it erupt in a fight, as we keep hearing that this broke out into a fight, and it not be a stranger, but actually it was between Nolan and Tristan, allegedly? Did there get to be a fight that ended up hurting the back of his head? Or did Nolan break his neck and they were like, "Oh shit, leave Nolan, get on the boat and hightail it out"? Or they wouldn't have left Nolan, because then people would have been like, "Oh my God, there's a dead body in that boat just to come." So they would have gone real, real slow until they felt like they were in a position to let go of his body in the water. And then it would washed up, maybe. What do you think? I don't know. I was off today. I'm not afraid to tell you that my energy is not as strong as it should be. Perhaps I shouldn't even have tried to do reads today. I told Jennifer Swain yesterday I needed a mental break. And then I went against the grain and against my intuition. And I went ahead and scheduled readings when I don't feel up to it, because of the energies around me are just like almost like pressing down on me. And my head isn't clear. And you have to be in that clear, receptive energy to receive. And I'm not right now. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I want justice for Nolan really bad, and his mom, and his dad, and his family, all his little brothers. There's just so much to this. J.G. George says, in my opinion, this is a multi-staged incident with different groups all cooperating. If the boat was taking on water, why did they cancel? Maybe they got it fixed. I don't know, though. I don't. All right, my lovelies. Maybe it wasn't taking on water, the boat, allegedly. I do need to rest. I do think so. I'll take a day off, catch my breath. I'll come back in with a clear head and a lot more energy. I have been pushing it really hard lately, trying to get justice for Nolan. Now, I do know in the Nancy Guthrie case, that the full ransom letter was released, and I read that. And there's nothing new under the sun to even talk about. Maybe others can look at it and go, "Okay, here's something to talk about," but I can't, because in that case, I feel like that case is staged, like as a hoax. And so I can't dig into that case right now. It's just this day has been off for me. But you have been amazing. You brighten my day, and I look forward to seeing you each day. So thank you. Thank you for being here. You definitely cheer me up. Yeah, they called the Coast Guard, right? Can you do cleanses when that happens, Mama D? Asking for myself. Yeah, it's just basically I detox for myself by staying off of media and hearing so many different opinions and all that. I just get away and I just meditate with God about life itself and what direction He wants me to go in, clean my energy through prayer in nature, and then I come back and I'm recharging. I do feel like the last few days have been like me all in my own energy. Like I'm not reaching out like I normally connect with God on a regular basis all day long. And in the last 48 hours, I've almost felt like I've like somehow pulled myself back for a few minutes to just like decide I can do it all myself. I don't need any help kind of attitude. And that's not me. I'm not normally like that. I'm usually very, very much open to God helping me. But then I hear the astrology and I'm like, no wonder I feel this way. So it just might be my wrong mood, that has this put off a little bit. So I will take a little breather. I'll come back nice and strong with a clean energy and we'll go at it again. So, all right, my lovelies, let me go ahead and see how everybody's doing. I'm nodding as you answer. Aw, Nikki, we love and care about you, Mama, so that's why we want you to rest. I agree, and thank you for caring. Excellent, Rain, Mama, thank you. Well, and I'm always honest about it. If it's me, right? So that's how you've been too, Jennyville. I just feel so wrapped up in things right now. Um, be careful. There are some new crazy photos going around. Don't let it shake you. Thank you, Angel the Messenger. Thank you. Thank you. Total unplug time. That's what I'm saying. You know, part of it is I need to be able to paint. I have not been able to paint for 2 solid weeks because we have my son moving in. And so we're packing his apartment and we had to ready our house for that. And so when I'm not live, I'm constantly rearranging, I'm constantly moving, I'm doing something. I go to bed, I am so tired from the move. And you know, anytime you move, it can take 2 weeks. And yeah, it's a little bit heavy right now for me. So I do think it's good. I'll take a break and I'll come back refreshed. And thank you for putting up with me. I do appreciate it. Love you too, Lisbon. Thank you, thank you. Paint. I wish I could. I've got to get everybody moved and situated and all that good stuff so that I can just have a moment of peace to paint. And that's probably what I need to do to be able to meditate with God, because when I paint, I definitely get in the zone and I feel like a clean slate is the best way. I've got a little puppy here. Come here, Jackson. Oh my gosh, you're just getting so big. Can you not lick my face? Can we just not lick the face? And Lucky's yawning. Thank you, Jackson. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Can you say we love you? We'll see you soon. He's ignoring you. He's looking way back here. Oh, what a big yawn. All right, my loves, you are amazing. I will see you again very soon. I pray for justice for Nolan Wells. Bye for now, loves.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise. From the darkness to the